This week we're back with all the normal parks news, so let's get going on this week's episode of What in the World. Hi and welcome back to this week's regular What in the World, where we take a look at the last 7 days of Disney World news. Let's get started with Magic Kingdom. Some of you may remember from a few years ago in Animal Kingdom that nets went up under the Tree of Life to catch any fallen debris. Well, it seems another tree is now suffering from this issue, the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. The walkways around the bottom of the treehouse have now been covered in nets to help protect guests from anything that falls from the 47-year-old attraction. As far as I know, there have been no stories of any falling debris or any guests getting hit, so I'm not sure if it's just based on what happened with the Tree of Life a few years ago. Now, after a couple of years, the Tree of Life was finally repaired and the paths uncovered again. So let's hope that the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse doesn't take that long. So on the last episode of the show, we spoke about the Guardians building in Epcot and just how big it was. Not only did we talk about how huge it was, but also where you could see it from in the park. And that left us wondering how Disney would hide the building, as you could see it from everywhere. But this week we're taking a look at the building from a different perspective, in the air. In the photos taken by WDW Magic, we can see again how big the building is, and if you look at it next to the Wonders of Life pavilion, you can get a sense of its scale as it towers over everything in the area. Disney hasn't announced any opening date as of yet, but it's expected in 2021 and will be one of the longest enclosed roller coasters in the world. Since June 2017, Ellen's Energy Adventure has been closed and Disney has been working hard on gutting the internals of the building. Between that and the huge gravity building that's going up, construction is well underway, but it seems focus might be shifting to front of house as well. If we take a look at the building before all the construction began, we can remind ourselves of what this used to be like. Then, if we take a look at the latest updates, we can see the iconic mirrored tiles that were on the front of the building have started to be removed to make way for the new facade. We always knew this would be the case, as on the concept art there was no mirrored tiles showing on the front of the Guardians building. As we mentioned before, the ride is set to open in 2021. So an expanded Star Wars Galaxy's Edge model has debuted at Walt Disney Presents in Hollywood Studios. It seems to take an expanded look at the land and also gives us another look at the newly announced transport vehicle. I'll let you guys take a look at some of these shots for yourself. The next story is another quick update, as there's a new piece of concept art which has been released for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway train. This is currently under construction in the old Great Movie Ride building. The first image is a scene from the attraction where the Mickey and Minnie animatronic will ride along next to your vehicle in their own car. The second image we get to see is a full mock-up of the train engine that will be in the front of the ride vehicles. The new attraction will have trackless ride vehicles and will also feature something Disney is calling 2.5D, which is like 3D without the glasses. This attraction is set to open mid-2019. Disney is currently in the early stages of planning a new dessert party for Rivers of Light at Animal Kingdom, and this will include reserved viewing. Beginning in early August, the party would be seated at 9:15 and include small bites, desserts and both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. which would be like the Frozen Ever After or the Star Wars dessert parties at the other parks. If the party does go ahead, it will be $79 for adults and $45 for children. And if I get any other info on this, I'll keep you guys informed. So this next story comes with a bit of a pre-warning that it will make you very hungry, so don't watch unless you've had something to eat first. Terralina Crafted Italian in Disney Springs has officially opened its doors. Set along the shores of the Lake Buena Vista area in the landing area, the restaurant is inspired by the design of northern Italy. It brings an authentic Italian dining experience to Disney Springs and is run by Levy Restaurants. The restaurant has a veranda overlooking Riverboat Square to check out the waterfront views and will also feature a full-service bar. Once you step inside, you'll be greeted by the smell of freshly pickled herbs from the central kitchen, and guests can gather round to watch the chefs create pizzas in the wood-burning oven. What I'm going to do is put the menu up on screen, so feel free to pause to have a look and let me know in the comments what your favourite dish would be. Back in October 2017, Disney introduced a pilot scheme that would see 4 resorts allow canine companions to stay on site with their owners. We've heard this trial may be coming to an end, as Disney has commented saying it is a pilot that is scheduled to end in late October, and there's no current updates on if it will be extended at this time. The current pilot is set to end on October 15th, but Disney has advised as long as you check in by that date that your pet will be able to stay with you until the end of your stay. This next one we've spoke about before, but the new Play Disney Parks app has debuted on June the 30th. It's designed so that guests can play together through the new interactive experiences and activities that have been created for select attraction queues. The attractions that are currently part of the app are Toy Story Mania, Peter Pan's Flight, Space Mountain and Slinky Dog Dash. Playing the games will give guests unique achievements which are rewarded for answering trivia and completing the challenges. There will also be official playlists for Apple Music inspired by attractions, lands and characters as well. Now the app will evolve over time and feature new experiences, even including for the upcoming Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The app is free in both the iOS and the Android App Store, so just search Play Disney Parks. Earlier this year, the World of Disney was put under refurbishment and half of the store went under tarps. Now I haven't been here yet, but according to some sources, the new store has lost some of its charm, but is a little bit more spacious, allowing guests to move more freely through the actual store. A lot of overhead decorations that used to adorn the store appear to be gone, and there are also some new character art pieces on the store walls as well. Just recently, the new outside sign was also revealed with its new font, which is a lot more clearer than the old one. Let me know what you think if you visited the new store. Disney has announced this week that they will be replacing the current fleet of Magical Express vehicles, and also the new vehicles will have a bit of a redesign. The new coaches will feature the Disney font and will read Disney Magical Express. They will also feature the Fab Five and Daisy hanging out of the windows. The design will make it more in line with what is currently used on the Disney Cruise Line coach fleet. The new motor coaches are expected to debut this summer. With the opening of Toy Story Land and also all the merchandise that comes with that, there's not really been any new releases of merchandise in the parks, so there's no merchandise update this week. So that will be it for this week's show. Now, if you did like this show, please give us a massive thumbs up, as that will help us out. And also, while you're there, don't forget to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload of the show. Don't forget you can find us through the week as well on Facebook and Twitter with all of the latest news and some little tidbits of history. And until next week, that just leaves me to say, see you real soon.